For whatever reason, cannot hear my own voice on my headphones, so it's a little weird.
I probably broke it. Sorry.
It happens.
You know, that's what happens when you are with me. I break things. But I make it up by making really fun and fancy drinks.
It's so good.
I know.
So, Dean, tonight we are drinking. What's the first ingredient?
Screwball peanut butter whiskey.
Screwball peanut butter whiskey with rum chata. Creamy, delicious martinis. What are you drinking? Why are you silent? Did you just mute yourself? Abby, can you hear Dean at all?
No, I can't hear Dean at all.
He just muted himself. Hey, there it goes. There we go.
Dean, hi.
What?
Dean, you can't be muting yourself, dog.
I thought it was the volume button. I was trying turning it up, and then I looked down, it was flashing.
All right, so what are you drinking?
A blonde stout, and it's not very good.
Really?
But it's in my fridge, so I'm gonna drink it.
What was the blonde stout?
Is it?
It's hold on.
I love how you can kind of see in the background.
I know, that's great. Oh, I liked that one.
Yeah, we have that one. He can't hear you. Now he can hear you.
I have that one. I actually like that one.
Would you like another one or two?
I will take them. I will trade you your Mike's cannoli stouts for that.
I'm excited for those.
They are actually pretty good, I will admit.
So good.
This one's all right. I don't know. Maybe I'm not a blonde stout guy. They're not blondes, are they?
No, they're not. They're not. Don't worry.
So, what's
I got to tell you, the lady in the liquor store, the New Hampshire liquor store today, was looking at me with abject horror.
About what?
Looking at everybody with abject horror because of COVID-19.
Yeah, it wasn't like specific horror. It was just generalized. Like she looked. You ever see those like pictures of like Vietnam veterans like right after they get off the helicopter?
Not. Yeah.
Like just the whole world is now terrifying to them. That was the look on her face. I'm like, girl, you should not be working.
Those poor guys in the boat at the beginning of Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Open the door.
Guys that are like, oh no. The poor D-Day guys that were just like riddled with bullets at all times. It's like she had the exact same look on her face.
I tried to make it easy. Like I pointed the bar codes for her in her direction, and then I picked up all the bottles again and packaged them for her, so she didn't have to touch anything. It was just quick and easy. Even taking the receipt from her, I made sure not to even remotely come near her, and just
Which one do you go to? Portsmouth?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Circle.
Is that the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
so
one
nice.
Just recently redone because they did the one on down in Hampton too, right? They redid one side of that. I think the northbound.
Oh, I haven't been in that one in forever.
Yeah, I haven't gone in there. They just built one in Somersworth down the street from us, and they took all the little ones. There was a Dover one and another one in Somersworth, and they closed those ones and opened a big one in Somersworth across the street from Market Basket. But I haven't been in there yet.
So Aldi, they keep opening in states that have liquor stores, state liquor stores. They're supposed to have a scotch, a store brand scotch, that's out of this world. Like really
Really?
highly rated, but
Really?
they open in New Hampshire, it doesn't do me any good.
Right. If they open one up in Maine, it'll be perfect.
Well,
Well, I think
fingers
it's really
crossed.
interesting that they opened an Aldi right across the street from a Hannaford and a Shaw's in New Hampshire, in Dover.
Yep.
But they are opening up one in Newington.
Right.
It's different clientele, though. Like, I feel like they're still getting plenty of business.
Yeah.
When I was at Shaw's in Stratham, I don't think, I mean, both stores were busy. You know, it's just different people. It's where you they I used to know the numbers, but they said something about like I guess brand loyalty used to be a little more of a thing. So if you were a Shaw shopper, you were just a Shaw shopper. They spent some like ungodly amount of money to to get you to switch from one to the other, and it was almost never successful. You know, they put flyers in every newspaper, and everyone still went to the same store regardless of what was on sale. Then you might get a few people come in, cherry pick your ad. You know, if you're doing the what they call the Cantastic sale or whatever, where you know all the cans were $1 a piece.
Yeah.
So you might get people come through and hit that up, or they may see one store has some hamburger on sale, whatever, but or beer was a big one that they would go across. But to get someone to just stop doing their regular shopping at the place they've done it for 10 years and just switch stores, almost impossible, almost just unheard of. So
Yeah, that tracks. That makes sense. Once you find a place that you trust, like, here's the thing. Market Basket in Somersworth has the freshest produce, but I don't like buying meat there because their shit isn't the finest, like, top quality stuff.
Yeah,
yep.
we had that went bad within like a day, and that really made me really, really angry.
So I hit like a couple of places. I have taken back, like, I've bought like one of those that 10-pound like roll of ground beef, brought it home to like separate it up into baggies and freeze it, slid it open down the side, opened it up, and the smell that hit me was like a fucking nightmare. And I did take that back. But that was from
there's one smell I can't stand. It's rancid meat.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think
I can deal with just about anything else.
I mean, but here's the thing, that's built into you on like a DNA level. Like, we couldn't survive as a human species if anyone was like, rancid meat. Ah!
I suppose, but I mean, there's people that can't smell vomit, body odor, like any number of things, but that is the one that spoiled milk. I could hold it right up to my nose and go, yeah, it's gross, but I'm not gonna boot. But just knowing, like, there's a 50-50 chance the steak might not be good. I'm like opening it far away, like.
Yeah, if the chicken's funky, that's immediately like that whole. I'm throwing it in the trash, and the whole trash bag is going out, type of thing.
Fact. Oh, that brings up a sore point.
Oh no!
So go down to the basement yesterday. Smells funny. Freezer shit out.
Oh no!
Not the
That's
little one.
the worst. The chest freezer, right?
Uh huh. I got one of those 2x2 square, and I had a 2x5, and the 2x5 looks brand new, but the compressor won't kick on, and I don't know enough about fixing it.
Oh.
So
that's a goddamn travesty, especially right now.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's where a lot of the backup is right there. Like, I'd say we probably have what would you say, a good 3 months of food?
Yeah,
for
probably.
2? A good 3 months of food.
Yeah.
At least 3 months of food. But if the main freezer went out, that would be chopped down relatively quickly.
You just go from a defender to a raider, like
Yeah.
instantly.
Yeah.
Like, oh no.
And Lord knows I have the guns and ammo for it. Cheers. Tink. As a matter of fact, I just put in an order for more ammo, and good God, pick and slim everywhere. KTP, nothing. We went in there and it looked like a goddamn like.
It looks like the supermarket.
Yeah, like we're talking fully empty like the only things that were left were like 50 BMG and a couple of like obscure like what did you say, like
they had
338 Lapua.
Yep.
They had a bit of 22, although that was
quite a bit of 22. They had
I think they probably brought in a couple of pallets of it because that was going pretty fast. Everyone that I saw in there was grabbing a brick of 500 at a time.
Yeah.
But there was no goddamn no. There was probably, I want to say, 100 boxes of 9mm left of like weird make and
Parabellum and
like weird companies. You know,
yeah.
you had your what's that wolf steel casing shit? Just weird shit.
Guaranteed 80% success.
So we had to go to a local company because cheaperthandirt.com, those fucking rip-off artists, whenever there's some kind of like tragedy or something like that, or a new politician jumps in, they skyrocket their 5.56 ammo. And they were selling 5.56, and it was shitty steel casing stuff, don't get me wrong, but it was like $340 for 1,000 rounds. And I checked it the next day, and it had gone up to 9 something for 1,000 rounds of shitty steel casing ammo.
Well, I wonder if they buy straight from the manufacturer or if they're getting it secondhand retail.
No, they're getting it straight from the manufacturer.
You think so?
They deal in bulk solely.
Yeah.
They push a lot of volume, but they're such like fucking scummy opportunists. It's ridiculous. Every time there's some kind of disaster or whatever, they triple their prices overnight. And it's fucking gross. All
Where'd
it
you end
is
up going?
Disaster.
Place over in Sanford.
Yeah. Main ammo.
Yeah, Main Ammo in Sanford.
They got a pretty good rep.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
I walked in, and I mean, they're worried about the COVID-19. I walked in, and they were like, "Can you just stay right at the door on that little mat?"
They just throw shit to you.
And then they were like, "What do you need?" And I told them, I need 223, and they were like, "All right." And I was like, "Yep, came here." They were like, "Yep, everyone's sending their wife down." It's like, yeah, he's over at the shipyard. He goes, "Yep, it's all the shipyard wives. They're coming down."
Sounds yeah, about what I'd expect.
Yeah, but they do a military discount. They do all their own stuff. That it's in-house, and I like supporting local businesses anyway. Plus, they weren't price gouging.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't get better.
They know where you're going to go next time.
Right. Exactly.
They know where I'm going to go literally forever.
Yeah.
And they said.
Josh just walked by. We got a fire going in the backyard. He just came in the house. He had the biggest booger drip on the end of his nose. So gross.
Poor kid.
Right. Still listening. Sorry. I didn't tell him. He gets any close to that fire, it's going to evaporate anyway.
The temperature did drop. It was pretty warm. What was it, yesterday? Yesterday was damn near
day before.
Day before. It was damn near 60 degrees out. Yeah. Yep. So I took down one tree in the backyard, took down that ugly fence. And now we're getting snow tomorrow. Yeah.
We probably took 10 trees yesterday and cut up 2 of them. So I'm basically down to the big ones that I can't drop myself.
Yeah, because you got big pines, right?
Yeah, big
Yeah.
pines.
I tell you what, the after that big maple next to the pool went squarely on me, because I cut a huge notch out. I cut a 90-degree notch out of that one.
Yep.
And as soon as I started the back cut, it literally slid off and dropped right next to it and then leaned the complete opposite direction of the notch.
Thank God it landed into the oak.
Yeah, it landed in the oak. So what I did was I went and got a huge ratchet strap and tied
Yep.
that around the base of it and then to the back of my truck, and then I drug it out into my neighbor's backyard, and I we dug such a trench back there.
Like a rut.
Yeah, I felt so bad. But whatever, we dragged the bottom out and then it, laid flat, and then I chopped it up.
Well, I'm out there with Josh, and he wants to. He's a 13-year-old boy. He wants to be part of it, right? He wants, yeah. And I'm like, all right, don't stand right behind me, and come on. And like every time I turn my head back, he's right under it. He's like, you want me to put my hand in the wedge so that it'll? And I'm like, no, 10 feet to go. Like he just see him like creeping closer and closer, like. And I get it, but it's my job to look out for him. And I spent the whole day, like, I let him use a chainsaw too on the smaller stuff, but on the big stuff, like, dude, you gotta, it could do anything. It could, you never know. It may start to fall and kick off. And I'm using, lumberjack terms like widowmaker. Like, I don't really know what it means, but these things can swing around.
Oh God. I think we're gonna treat ourselves to a brand new chainsaw this year.
I am borrowing one. Mine is garbage.
Well, I got a secondhand Husqvarna 350, which I love. It's a lovely chainsaw. It's done. It owes me nothing.
No, it's already dropped 3 trees. It owes us absolutely nothing.
Well, not only did it drop those trees, it chopped everything up to, split length. And then, anytime we've got weird stuff going on the side and a bunch of little trees and, stuff that's too thick to hit with like, loppers or pruners or whatever, I just, go down and buzz it down real quick. And then plus,
I'm waiting on you to drop that 4th tree for me and I'll be golden.
Look, I'll drop a bunch of trees, no problem. Well, that'll boost up the firewood for next year anyway.
That's what I'm saying. It's one less thing that I have to order for the next season.
But you guys probably have leftover this season, right?
We have a little bit, not much.
Bit. That face cord that we put on the back porch right at the beginning of winter, that's all gone.
We probably we have like one stack out back, but that's it. But I'll tell you what, we haven't gone through a full tank of propane or even a full tank of kerosene. We still have all that left for this winter. Haven't refilled on either.
We have probably.
Well, don't you drink all my blonde stouts?
Oh.
You don't tell that man how to live.
I'll start drinking his cannoli stouts. Who are you kidding? No, I really won't. I got plenty.
It's right there. I didn't even want it.
I think it tastes better on draft than it does in the can.
That can be said about a lot of things, though. I tell you what.
This one tastes better than the other 2 cans of it.
See, I think it's just different batches taste differently because it's a smut lab, so it's just different. So
well, they're a smaller batch. You're not getting the same kind of like consistency as like, when we took the Anheuser-Busch tour, and that was like the freshest beer ever, super delicious, but you're not getting consistency like that because they do huge volume.
Yeah. This one tastes way different. I like this one better. This is the 3rd one out of a 4-pack. And
has better flavor, right?
What's the place in Kittery? right up on Route 1, just by Subway. There's a liquor store there. They had a pretty good variety. Look up the name of it.
I
In
don't know,
case
but you're gonna have to tell me.
It's right by the shipyard too, so you can pretty much. Oh, I just burped and blew the whatever was hanging up my mustache.
No,
Yeah,
I
I
have
saw
such
it.
a
I wasn't
hard
going to say
time
anything.
finding really good
You
beers
saw
up in Maine.
It was glistening on your stash.
I do have to trim it. I did finally trim my beard. I took like half of it off, and it still
Well,
it looks better though, cleaned up.
look at
Yeah.
Babyface up here.
I noticed.
Well, I mean,
Embarrassing.
it kept like curling into my mouth and stuff, and it felt like a barrier between me and like my loved ones. You know what I mean?
No.
I had
It's
no
like-
complaints. I just want to tell you, I had no complaints.
Really?
I was actually offended when he came up and he looked at me. I was like, no.
It's good face armor for the winter. I will say that. There was never a time where I was like, man, I wish I had my old face mask. I was just like, nah, I'm good. My
remember
nose might get a little cold.
Shaving and hopping on a bike, and it was like, there's so much sand. It's like there was no sand. It just the air feels like sand. Like everything was just. It's called Spruce Creek Provisions.
That's a good name.
And it's right outside. It's like right across from KTV.
That's
Spruce Creek
That's-
Provisions.
that's a good like nationwide name too. Like you could go in any state, any county, and be like, open up Spruce Creek Provisions, and people were like, "Fuck yeah, I love that place."
Main Street Provisions.
Now we gotta go check that out.
Yeah, they were pretty good. It seemed like they were running specials. I think they got a card program. I didn't sign up for it because I was kind of in a shuffle to get home.
Well, like I have to go down. See, this is why I'm happy that I wear a mask because it's like I pass so many awesome liquor places down, like coming back up and going down there, and it's like I can find really good beers, hence the Harpoon releases. But I can't find that up here. And Maine and New Hampshire have these restrictions on certain beer types.
What?
Yeah,
Like what?
over certain ABVs, you can't find them up here.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
it's got to be like 13% because I can find those.
Yeah.
well,
over
Jason,
those-
Jason
I don't
found
think
these.
I don't think
What
you
percentage
realize,
of
like, my
beer is
knowledge of
over
beers in my
13%?
collection-
Jason found these ones from the Czech Republic that were 18%. And we didn't realize we were just throwing them back one time. And it was like, we were like 2, maybe 3 in, and we're feeling pretty loopy. And this was long enough ago that he still had a flip phone, even though flip phones are coming back. But he took out his flip phone and he went to go open it, but like he had like drunk man strength that he didn't realize. And he like opened and crushed it at the same time. And it just broke into like a shower of pieces. And he was like, oh no, what just happened? And I'm like, bro, you just destroyed your phone.
That's why, like, you can't find like Dogfish Head Worldwide Stout because there's not an actual ABV associated with it because they don't know the ABV associated with it. It's somewhere upwards of 18 to 21% ish. I have.
How do you not know though?
Because it ranges when they.
Beer
brew it.
that strong is gross.
But you can check the percent. No, these Czech ones were smooth as a buttered baby.
I have a Dogfish Worldwide Stout. I will split it with you. You will fall in love. Trust me.
All right.
These are beers that I saved.
Well, I'm not
And I
allowed
hold
to
on
have
to
contact
because
with
they
you guys
get
until like
stronger.
April 26th. So
I know, right?
That's okay. I've had these ones for years. They don't go bad. Hi, Ruby. Say hi.
Hey, sweet Ruby.
Hi, Ruby.
I do end up getting a lot of 12 and well, I mean 11, 12, 13% that I usually like them, but they usually serve them in like a half glass. You know what
Yeah,
I
like a
mean?
sixer, like a 6 ouncer.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
well, yeah. But, I mean, I like them. Uh-oh, hold on, hold on. I love you, Mare. Night, baby girl.
Hi, Mayor.
Hi, Mary.
Can't hear you. It's headphones.
I know.
Lame.
Still
Go ahead.
saying hi
Where
because
was
it's
that?
polite.
You can tell her we said hi.
She's talking. Oh.
Ruby says hi.
Oh. Tell her I said hi, too.
This sweet Ruby.
She's a bitch.
Quite literally.
Yep.
She fixed?
Oh, yeah. Well, she had a litter of puppies before we got her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I guess, like the last one or two, she had to
No,
have an
No, it was
emergency.
Dan and Abby
she
said
had
goodnight.
4 naturally, and then the 5th one breached and died, and then the other 4 were delivered by C-section.
That was before you had her, though?
Yeah.
Before you got
That
her?
was
Yeah.
like about a month or 2 before we had her.
Oh.
So they did they fixed her while they did the C-section of the last 4.
Yeah.
And then she came up from Florida.
Which is why when
Yeah.
it's nice and hot in the summertime, she goes and lays on the pool patio and doesn't move.
Dude, down south has an issue. What's up with that?
Dude, down south, it's dogs, chickens, and pigs that they have no control over whatsoever. Like down in Florida, chickens just run wild to the point
Yeah.
where like they have like animal control has full teams devoted specifically to capturing all the chickens.
That shouldn't be a thing.
Why are you laughing? You've never seen that?
Yeah, I
just
saw
wanna go
a
find
cops
all the
type
eggs
show
and,
about
like,
that.
egg people's houses for like nothing.
Yeah, there's literally like teams. They'll put together like a. Mike Rowe did an episode of Dirty Jobs about
Is
it.
that? I'll bet that's where I saw it. I almost guarantee that's where I saw it. I'm like, I saw a show, but
Yeah,
yeah.
like they chased
No,
them
it's
around
gotta
with
be
nets and
Dirty
stuff
Jobs.
like that because apparently they're just
That's
blowing
where I
up
learned
down
about
there.
everything is dirty jobs.
Hawaii's like that. They've got you
Hawaii
walk
has
around
a
a
chicken
building.
shop?
Yeah, you walk around a building and there's like clutches of eggs at the bases of buildings that shouldn't be there, on the ground.
Right.
Which, instead of, being in a tree. So,
Oh, that's so weird.
so it sticks out. You're just like, what is that? And you look up and there's one like eyeballing you from the corner. Like, go ahead, get one step closer. So, yeah. I wouldn't say it's like a rampant problem like that, but there are plenty of wild chickens. Feral
Yeah.
chickens, you call them.
Apparently down in the Miami area, they're quite wild. And you know how pigs are just exploding across the entire South, just destroying farmland and whatnot.
Did I just hear they're coming down into Maine from Canada?
Pigs?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Feral pigs coming down from
Really?
Canada.
That's crazy.
Ooh, about to be open season on feral pigs.
Yeah. They're
A couple
scary.
of years ago, for a time, what was it? Fort Bennett in Georgia was paying, I want to say, $90 per pigtail that you brought in.
Really?
Yeah.
They did
'Cause
the
they-
aggressive response.
Well, because what was happening was like whole like herds of feral hogs were going on and just destroying all of the underbrush, and they were having like serious erosion problems. So for the first time ever, they allowed the public to hunt on military base grounds for feral hogs. And it was so bad that they were literally paying you like $90 for every tail that you brought in, meaning that, you killed the pig and brought the tail in.
Pease does a deer hunt?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
The-
not every
they-
year though.
No, it's only every so. Yeah, I forget who was telling me about that, but that'd be cool.
Pisa is so populated though. Like they've got a good amount of like forest land, but it's not a lot. They have like a little trail over there that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
I'd
nice.
love
It's like
that.
a little walking trail that goes over by like Great Bay and stuff like that.
Uh-oh. Here comes the other one.
So you still have boogies?
Nope. How big's the fire right now? Is this just smoldering just at the bottom?
Holy shit! Did Josh's voice change?
Oh, have you not seen him in a while?
I have
No,
not seen
we
him in a
haven't.
while.
I just like walked in one day and I was like, "Oh, hey, baby, good morning." Oh, hey, are you gonna make breakfast? I'm like, "Is that your man?" I'm like, who is that?
Like overnight.
So you got a kitchen knife? I'm like,
Oh my god! I don't think
Missy,
we've
stand
seen him
behind
since
me.
we went bowling.
Oh, maybe.
I think that's the last time we saw him was when we went bowling at like Bowlerama.
that was a while ago.
I swear to God, this past weekend, Sebastian has grown like 4 inches since the last time I
He
saw him.
seriously has, because I can rest my like chin on his head now.
What's up, Bubba? Would you like me to keep an eye on it for you?
Josh sounds like a grown ass man right now.
Yeah, he really does.
Talking and stuff.
That's so weird. Oh my goodness. I still think of like Sweetie Josh.
Remember, be responsible. Go peek on that in a few minutes. We'll let it burn out. Make sure the chairs aren't too close.
That's crazy. He's got a deep ass man voice now.
He's like 1 inch shorter than I am.
That's so
Holy shit.
weird.
Dad.
Yeah.
Hey, can you take care of the fire? Why don't you take care of it yourself?
His voice is deeper than yours now.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Wow.
weird.
He's got his mustache coming in.
Oh, the
Oh my
the little
gosh.
little shit stash.
The 9 hairs. But he shaves it off all the time. He does, yeah.
Why you got your background blurry?
Huh?
Why do you have your background blurry?
Is there a way to...
That's a
He
setting.
probably doesn't even know. You can't give him.
Well, you
crap
put it
for
on.
that.
It's not. It doesn't happen without doing it.
No, he probably doesn't know because he probably just did just whatever setup.
Did it
was
get
already
blurry,
done.
like, since I got on the phone?
No, it's been that way.
Yeah, it's
So
been that way
don't-
since you got on.
Don't
But you
mess it up.
no,
No,
leave
don't
leave
mess
it be.
up. Don't play with it.
All
We
right.
know what
Might be
happens
set up
when
that
we
way
play with
for
it
a
too much.
reason. Just don't mess with things. Just leave it.
So that's actually Missy's teach from home classroom behind us.
Oh, so she did that.
Yeah, that's
No, not
Probably
on my
check.
laptop.
No.
No, no.
Well, that's
No.
that's a setting that you have to activate. So
Is my hand blurry?
no. See, it
I
doesn't
can only
blur
see
out
your
the
thumb.
person. It just blurs out the background.
yeah, that's crazy technology. I don't know how it recognizes that like that's your hand.
Ruby just almost knocked over my drink with her big head.
Oh,
that's
your
so
phone was
weird.
blurry.
Oh, the phone is blurry, but on your hand.
Oh, that's so weird.
That's so creepy.
Yeah, I absolutely don't know how to do that setting. I am paranoid, and I keep a sticker. And this
Okay,
is the
the
first
sticker
time I've
was
ever used my
blurry.
webcam.
The sticker was just blurry, but not your fingers, so that was also creepy.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's the default setting.
It's not.
I
It's
don't
not.
think
It's
I've ever messed with the camera app, so it may be.
All right, I have to step away for a moment. Do you need another drink?
Yes, please.
Yeah, oh, not me.
I have to let Ruby go out for a minute, so I will be just a little bit. I'll be
Okay.
back.
Okay. Oh man.
Thank God she's gone, huh?
That was rude. I heard it.
Abby, have to get a break.
Oh man.
Beautiful wife flipped me off. I said that right as she walked by.
She can jump into.
She was doing laptop out there in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
Work stuff. So it turned out to be a good night for a podcast because she was in there, I was out here, and the kids were by the fire.
Correct.
Yeah. No.
Dropped
So
the kids off today, and when I came back, Abby was like, "Hey, do you want a drink?" And I'm like, "Yeah, let me just go put my Glock in the safe." And she goes, "Oh, I didn't even realize you're armed." I'm like, "I am literally always armed. Like that's the whole point behind concealed carry. I don't know why this is surprising.
was
Literally
this
ever for
at the house?
Well, when we got back to the house, I always put it back into the easy access safe. I got two safes. I got the big safe for the long guns and everything like that, and then I got the quick access like digital punch in safe.
Not the biometric?
I've heard too much about the biometric going squirrely on you.
I
So I
haven't
don't
had any
trust it.
problems with it. And it's
Do you
got
have
a
a
backup.
biometric?
Yep. And it's got the backup number thing. And it's got a key.
Well, that's good. Mine's got a backup key, and the backup key I keep in the big safe.
I'm locked out of both of them.
I can't be locked out of both of them unless I have like a severe concussion and somehow forget the big safe combination.
Yeah. No, I got the biometric. I don't know. It's always pretty reliable for me.
I wanted to get the biometric one, but I'm a big proponent of once is never, twice is always. And if more than one person had a problem with it, or if one person had multiple problems with it, that's not a good like emergency solution for me.
Well, there's like 500 different brands of them. Was there,
Oh yeah,
and the technology's improving all the time.
that is true. I might give it another run, but honestly, the digital one is great.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely nothing wrong with that. I remember when I first got my phone, it was like the first phone with in-glass thumbprint,
Mm-hmm.
and it had like a logo while you put your thumb on it. And I was like, oh, I can't believe how far this has come. you know,
And now you
in,
look back
in
on
like
it like, oh, what primitive technology.
like 2 short years, it went from you know having no sensor to having a thumbprint at the bottom, like the power button, and some people went with the one on the back, and all of a sudden it's like I just give it a thumbs up from across the room, and it's like beep.
I had one that had the one on the back where like literally like as you're holding it, I would put my finger on the back and it would scan that finger.
Yep.
And I made sure to do both index fingers.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's a lot of times where you're like trying to unlock your phone with your offhand.
Oh, me.
And besides, I figure if I lose both my index fingers, my phone is the least of my worries at that point.
Yeah. Both your fingers or both your hands?
I meant like both my index fingers, but if I lost both my hands, yeah, that's
No,
equally.
I literally couldn't remember which one you just said. Yeah. Yeah, that would be awful. That'd point a finger. That's an important one.
Yeah. Do you remember that old movie Sniper?
The one with what's his name? Shit, he's an '80s actor.
Yeah, both of them, really. It was
Rutger, no. Oh, what's his name? I want
Billy
to say
Zane. Was it Billy Zane? And who was the other one?
the one that's not Nick Nolte.
Right. Yeah. God, let me look it up. And it's on the tip of my tongue too.
Tom Berenger.
Yeah, yeah.
And Chad Michael Collins.
God, that was 1993.
Yeah. No. Oh.
Yeah, Tom Berenger and Billy Zane.
No, I've got Sniper Legacy from 2014.
That's
I
totally
didn't know
other shit.
that.
There's Sniper. I've seen Sniper 2. I didn't know there was a Sniper 3. There's Sniper Reloaded and Sniper Legacy.
And
also, Sniper Ghost
Ultimate
Shooter
Kill.
and Sniper Ultimate Kill. God damn. Apparently, I've only seen maybe the first two. I know I've seen the first one.
Yeah, I've seen the first one.
But yeah, Tom Berenger. That scene where like they wrap the cable around his index finger and start cranking it down.
No, I don't even remember that.
Oh God. Because I think either he lost his index finger or it was completely wrecked, and he was telling Billy Zane's character, who was way off, to he mouthed the words like 1 shot, 2 kills, meaning fucking I'm useless as a sniper now, kill me while you kill him type of thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is ultra full.
Obviously, he didn't do that because he was in the next 11 Sniper movies. Spoiler alert.
It's amazing how many like sequels to 80s movies there have been recently. Like I feel like the whole like streaming service thing has really allowed a lot of movies that would not have been made to be made.
I know they remade Point Break a couple years ago.
Yeah, but that wasn't kind of in the same vein. It's more like
that was a movie that I didn't think it needed to be remade.
It did not.
It wasn't like a 50s movie where the technology wasn't there and they had bad CGI and
yeah.
The one dude had very time period hair.
Yep.
Who was the bad guy? Bodie, the big wave surfer.
Yeah, that was Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the only one that doesn't fit in because he had like a weird poofy mullet kind of thing. But in general, that whole movie holds up pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Did not feel like it needed a remake. Refused
that
to watch
whole
it.
movie could have been filmed last year and it wouldn't have been any different.
So good.
Yeah. There's still FBI agents carrying Beretta 92s. There's still people doing bank robberies with shotguns. There's still president masks. There's still people surfing. I feel like nothing in that movie, like, you know how some movies just age like fucking milk?
Yeah, I try and watch them with my kids and they're like, this is dumb. Like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But that's not one of them. Like Point Break, even though it was like a goofy like summer go action movie, there's nothing in there that doesn't hold up. Like that movie We're the Millers, where they're like, oh, we're going to go to Mexico and get some marijuana and bring it back to Colorado, to bring it back to Denver, Colorado. Like literally minutes after that movie was filmed, it was
legal.
Yeah, it was. That movie was out of date like 10 minutes after it hit theaters.
Who's in that? I remembered. I don't think I saw it.
It's Jason Sudeikis and
I like him.
who's the woman in that one? So gorgeous. Not Christina Applegate. She was in Friends. She played Rachel.
Not Christina. Who?
Oh, Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston.
Applegate.
Christina Applegate.
That is not what you said.
That's not what you said.
Alpacagate.
I knew that's where you were going, but
did I not say that?
No.
I didn't say Christina Applegate.
No, you said Applegate.
Applegate.
I didn't even notice.
I can't wait for you to see the repeat of this.
Kelly Bundy, so hot.
Kelly Bundy.
Kelly Bundy was so hot.
Still love that show.
What was like the turning point for you as far as like when puberty hit? When was like the moment where you were like, oh yeah. What?
You asking me or Abby?
Both of you.
Oh.
Why did that have to be like a person specific one?
I don't know.
I remember hitting a growth spurt and I could reach on top, like see and reach on top of the fridge at the same time. not necessarily puberty, but I remember going like, holy shit. I can like
the game has changed.
Here.
There's no hiding the Doritos from me anymore.
That's funny because I've always been tall, so that's weird.
Not at all what I meant with the fucking height thing. Like we were talking about a specific topic.
Oh, shut up, short man.
I
can reach the top of the fridge. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, no, because
with 10
fridges
fingers.
have gotten much taller. I got the freezer on the bottom with the French doors. It is taller than eye level, but I don't think a regular fridge, like in an apartment, is nearly that tall.
We have a small fridge.
You know what I want to do is get one of those temperature controllers and change a chest freezer into a refrigerator. Apparently, they're way more economical.
Yeah, but there's no shelves.
It got real fucking quiet.
Well, I was trying to think, like, how do I break this stupid?
Dude, I'm with you.
You can't just do that.
Like,
you'll be mad when you've got to dig for the jelly, and the eggs fall all over gravity.
No, you got those little. You don't have those baskets in your chest freezer that you can slide back and forth.
We don't even have that.
No, we don't. But you can get them. Like they sell them with a lot of freezers. We just didn't get one that came with one.
Dude, that sucks. Don't do that. You'll be so disappointed. Yeah, it's more energy efficient, but you know, you can't stand in front of it when it's super hot out. Because
Who's that?
Oh.
I didn't even know you had a cat.
No, I wish I didn't.
I think that was discussed during the last podcast.
Yeah.
Because Justin was all like, "Oh, the kitty," but like we lost all of Dean's video. We only had audio for him.
Listen.
I think I missed that. I don't think I was.
Can you hear it? Oh, I didn't know if you could pick up on her chirpy purring.
I
beat it. Cat. Oh.
All right. So when you getting your next dog?
Someone had a. So I want a Doberman, and someone had a free to a good home 9-month-old Doberman.
Really?
And I looked at my backyard and I saw the dog shit from all winter long, and went, I really don't want another dog.
Yeah, there's been a lot of scooping around here lately from
all
Abby.
Of the dog poop is all picked up in our yard.
Thank you. Super awesome.
Well, we got the fire pit we built just like an impromptu, you know.
Oh, dude.
What?
Oh, the fucking
Don't get me
fire
started
pit
on
out
fire
back.
pits right now.
So you know how we've been cleaning up the way back, like the back acre of the property? There
Yep.
was a
Alright,
full
hold on.
fire pit back
Hold
there.
on.
Oh, go on.
We knew there was a fire pit back there. So let's start there.
Yep.
We knew that there was a fire pit back there. We knew that there was somewhat of a fire pit back there. So as we're cleaning out the back and cleaning it up and taking down this whatever tree it was back there and getting rid of all of the wood and deciding to have a big bonfire back there, we decided to dismantle this whatever fire pit it was.
Yeah, just like a little one.
There was a little fire pit. So we start pulling up, the wood that they had around it.
You know those like little pressure treated logs like this diameter?
Yep.
Yeah, apparently that was like 3 logs deep.
Yeah.
And then we start digging to get out the metal ring that was around it. No, it wasn't just a metal ring around it. It was like
it was a big
bucket.
truck
like a
tire.
fireplace insert, right?
No, it was a big like truck rim.
Yeah.
But
And
here's the
not only
thing.
was
It was
just
set
like a truck
into
rim,
concrete.
it was secured with concrete.
I would start unputting that apart
Hold on.
and put it
Hold
back
on.
together.
It gets better. And then surrounded by this was rock.
Yeah, like Red River rock.
Oh, but
So
then it
so
gets
here's the
better.
thing. They dug
Then
a
it gets
huge
better.
hole.
It gets better. So after we unearthed all of this, and then we stuck the shovel down. Oh, what did we do? We cracked a paver. Apparently, there was some type of really nice patio there at one point. Beautiful patio there at one point. Beautiful.
You know those
That's now
pavers
buried
that are
under
covered
roots
with like
and dirt.
smooth stone type of thing?
No.
Like the pavers, but they're covered with like little smooth stone that's
Nope.
set into the top of
You're
it.
talking like pavers that probably go for like $6 to $8 a pop.
Oh, okay. Well,
And
how many were there?
actually, like professionally put in.
They're
Yeah.
underground though?
Yup.
Yeah.
So what did they have, like one of those 1970s living rooms?
I don't know.
Essentially, in the way
I
back,
have
they had
now
like
officially dug out 32 pavers because I don't know the layout of this patio.
every direction that you go, you find more. Like we
But
haven't
you
found the
can't-
edge yet.
And it was not salvageable because it's all covered by roots and dirt.
Right.
I mean, but the
Sunken
pavers are
fire
coming.
pit.
But if they had actually like maintained it and kept it up, it was probably gorgeous at one point.
Yeah.
You can rebuild it, right?
Well, we're pulling up the pavers. The pavers are actually coming up pretty good. So what they did was they dug a huge hole and they laid in sand in the bottom. Then they put in concrete and then lowered the truck rim into that. So it was very heavy. It was quite the bitch to get out of there. Then they surrounded it with red stone. And then around that, they had the pressure treated logs, like the 4-inch pressure treated logs, 3 logs deep in an octagon pattern around it. Then outside of that is where the pavers are for like a little patio back there.
But not entirely sure what this patio looked like because there's square pavers and then there's octagon pavers.
Yeah, so there's some kind of pattern that was there as well.
See, and you're actively digging these all out.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's like an archaeological dig in our backyard right now.
That's
Like
great.
the little paintbrush, like
But what else are you going to do under quarantine other than go on a dig
that is true.
in your own backyard?
I may have lost video. My little feed up in the right corner that shows me what my camera feed looks like just went from Dean to Abby.
Is anyone there? Hello?
Well, yeah.
Hello?
Hello? Oh no,
I'm
we
just
lost.
kidding. I can see both of you.
Oh god damn it.
No, I still see all. I see all three
I
of us.
still see both of you.
Still says Dan is recording a call.
Yep.
Okay, I have you both. I just like my little video in the top right that it shows me. It alternates back and forth between you two, whoever's talking.
Dude, I'm telling you, you should just download Zoom. It's free right now because everyone's under quarantine.
What the fuck is Zoom?
Is it better than Skype?
It's better than Skype. It's a go-to-meeting type thing. It's actually fantastic. I used it for a meeting from work recently.
All right, well maybe the next one we'll try that.
I had to download another app on my phone.
You don't actually have to. You can.
Is it like owned by Google or something?
No, no, it's a different company. But Dan can just send out a link, and we just have to just click into it.
You don't have to have the app.
You
I
don't
mean,
have
you
to
just
have the
open
app.
it in a browser.
It goes into a browser.
Oh,
and we can just click on a link and just go right into it. It's pretty great.
As long as we can record it, that'll work.
Yeah, you can record
better.
it. It's pretty awesome.
And it has all the edity things that.
Yeah. But a lot of people are actually using it right now just because you can actually have multiple people, and people are using that to talk to all their friends right now because everyone's quarantined.
Apparently, we were just ahead of the curve.
Fact. They're probably not recording it.
Well, they're probably not recording it.
Are you working tomorrow?
No.
Good for you.
Tomorrow's my SDO anyway, but the training department is currently like it has people working from home type of thing.
Oh, good.
But tomorrow's my normal SDO anyway because I'm working 10.
Also, because he lives with me, I am
we don't have to get into our medical history on.
I'm high risk because I have asthma. So
yeah.
he gets sick, I'm screwed, and I work in healthcare.
Apparently, an article just came out that talked about how much people with asthma are much more high risk with COVID-19. It's really people that have pre-existing conditions that are really the most in danger. Either people that are like over 60 years old, or they have some sort of pre-existing like underlying condition that could exacerbate it.
Yeah, so I've been remote for a week and a half now.
Dude, I love all the people on Facebook that are like, you people are whiners and crybabies and you're overreacting type of thing. And invariably, the people that are doing that are people that are fucking in their mid 50s to early 60s, overweight, have had one or two operations, and have some sort of exacerbating condition like diabetes or whatever. And I'm like, you're literally like the most at risk. What the fuck is wrong with you? Can you just shut up and let people be careful?
Yeah, I just try and skip past those chats on Facebook.
Actually, the ones that annoy me the most
mad
are the ones
at both
that are
sides.
Still calling it a coronavirus. I'm like, yeah, it's called COVID-19. It actually has a name now.
Coronavirus is so much more fun to say.
Yeah, it is.
Sounds like beer.
But like coronavirus is like a broad term.
Yeah.
It could be a number of viruses, but this one actually has a name.
SARS was a coronavirus, and bird flu was a coronavirus. Smallpox.
Those were all coronaviruses. This
one
I
miss the good old rhinovirus. That's the common cold. I like the rhinovirus.
H1N1 was a coronavirus.
Yep.
Which one was that?
Swine flu coronavirus.
Swine flu. I knew it. Well, no. What was H1N1? Didn't that have like a different name?
Yeah, it was swine flu.
That was swine flu?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was swine flu, and then there was there was SARS. That was the bird flu.
Yeah.
And this one is this one they said originated from pangolins.
No, I think they're back to bats on that.
I think they started with bats and then they went to pangolins.
Which are super cute.
Oh, they're so cute. They're like an Asian armadillo.
I want to say, like, how do people eat those? They're so cool, but like, then we eat rabbits and stuff, and they're just as cute.
Dude, rabbits are delicious. But like in China, they'll eat literally anything. Have you seen these people posting stuff on Facebook? The live watch for wet markets,
food markets. It's just like charred dogs everywhere.
Yeah, and like bats and
I hated
rats.
that you tagged me in that. I hate you so much for that.
Who did?
I tagged Abby because we were talking about it, and she was like, "What are you talking about?" And I tagged her in it, and she was like, "I hate you."
I didn't tag anyone in those because, they're sad.
It was so dark. But you got to think, these people are starving, so they're just eating the animals that are around them.
I don't care if you're starving. You don't eat a puppy. I don't care.
If you're starving, you eat whatever you can catch.
Listen,
or maybe.
I want to show you this right now. Do you see this?
Oh, delicious looking.
Look at them ham hocks.
Shame on both of you.
It's a pit bull feet.
That is my baby. He'll take a bite out of you, I'll tell you that.
Hound haunches.
Look, I've eaten mystery meat at Asian markets. It's not the best.
No.
But with enough soy sauce, things just...
And it's so tender. Who cares where it came from?
Tender. It's not even grain fed. It's all natural.
This is my baby. He's so cute.
He is a handsome devil. So how long until we turn our in-ground pool into a feeder pond with like...
What, Asian carp?
Dude, we're not going to because we're going to move to like Texas.
I would probably do largemouth bass because you get a good amount of meat off of those and they're fairly fast growing.
I would absolutely say catfish is the way to go. They breed super fast and get huge, and they're delicious.
Dude, the staple for lots of places is tilapia.
Yes, I love tilapia. Oh, with a little bit of lime.
I don't even like tilapia.
Yeah, it's gross.
What's wrong with both of you?
Those are those fish that just eat shit all day.
It's healthy.
They just follow around other fish and eat their shit right when it comes out of their butt. They're toilet paper fish. They put them in all the zoos because they just eat all the shit. I'd be like, how do we want to offset this capybara disgusting soup problem?
Well, look,
throw some tilapia in.
To wipe my ass and plenty of stuff to eat, so I cannot complain.
Oh.
I bought the squirty squirt though. Bidet.
Squirty squirt the bidet.
You did? Which one did you get? Where'd you get it?
Drexel, Amazon. Where you get anything?
Fucking Amazon. We ordered a bidet several days ago, and they keep postponing my fucking shipment of my bidet.
A week and a half ago, and it's not going to be delivered for another week
and
a half.
When you're behind the curve like that, is what it is. I ordered mine before that, apparently. Which one did you get? Brondell Swash non-electric dual temperature bidet.
Really? Dual temperature?
Yeah.
Oh, so you hook it up to your hot water line as well?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But they didn't send the nipple that connects the hot water to the seat. So I'm just running cold water. I capped it off, and I'm just running cold water. Really not that bad.
Oh, well.
I ordered the Lux Bidet Neo 120. Self-cleaning nozzle, freshwater, non-electric.
Well, Dan, I will tell you that if we really are in desperate times, call for desperate measures. That Jen has her second bidet that she has not hooked up yet, that's still in the box, and she will give it to us.
Abby, what the fuck? Why is this the first I'm hearing this? We're supposed to be a team. Let's head down to Jen's, practice some social distancing, and pick up our sledgehammer and a
frisbee
bidet.
it to the front yard.
Yeah. Yeah, but the Lux Bidet Neo 120, it's got 4.5 stars on 9,126 reviews.
All right, do you want?
That's
She
pretty
hasn't
fucking
hooked up
good.
her second one yet. Do you want me to ask her how much she paid for it, and we'll give her the money?
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to text her after the call because my phone is used for this lovely
obviously.
podcast.
But yeah, I ordered the Lux Bidet, and it was supposed to be here on Monday, and they postponed it
Till March
another week.
31st.
Ridiculous.
Unsat. Mine has 4.5 stars from 411 reviews, but this is the one on the website is the non-elongated one. I got the elongated one.
Oh,
Well,
I
you gotta-
think the elongated one.
Yeah, you got to get the elongated one for the elongated toilet.
Yes, because when
Who
we replace
even
the
uses
toilet
a fucking-
downstairs, we need to get an elongated one.
That
Always.
is an elongated one.
The one downstairs is not.
It is an oval.
The one downstairs?
Yes.
No, the one downstairs is
Girl,
not
I'll go
an
take a
oval.
fucking picture of it right now. It's absolutely an oval.
Go ahead. Go downstairs and take a picture of it.
Dude, round toilets are so 1986. Like, you
The
gotta
one
choose between tucking it
downstairs
or shelving
is a
it.
round toilet. The one upstairs is an oval.
The one downstairs is a round one?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
thank you. Thank you.
Because I always have to tuck it or shelve it.
Yeah.
Which explains why he never uses that bathroom, because no one wants to make that choice.
No, hold on.
I use that one before I hop in the shower. So it's always tuck.
That's
Wait,
mighty
you
nice of you.
shelve on that one? Ew.
I just said I don't shelve on that one.
No, that explains why I have to tuck it or shelve it. That thought crossed your mind. So sometimes you actually do shelve it.
There are times where I have shelved it, but not at home.
What?
I'm seriously questioning you right now.
You can question all you like.
I saw the video about that lobster bib they have in the bathrooms for the toilets. That's the push-in part is supposed to go to the front.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that they.
You say yeah like it was common knowledge?
It is
I
common
thought it-
knowledge.
I
How
thought
are you
it
supposed to
hung-
protect your dick?
I thought it hung in the water so that when you flushed it.
It does
sucked
hang in the
down
water
with it.
from the front.
I didn't know that.
Bro, you've been doing
Okay.
it wrong forever.
Somebody
then.
needs to tell me that when I look up bidet, why it shows face masks.
Because people are probably purchasing them together.
Yeah, cross
Promotion.
marketing. Yeah.
Disposable protect the face bidet.
Upon installing that, Joshua immediately wanted to see it. And I saw how far it shot when I was installing it and testing it. And I'm like, all right, just turn that knob all the way. And he does this, and it just starts spraying the bottom of his shirt. And he's standing right in front of it. And he's like, it's spraying. It doesn't move.
It's not
He
like
just
it's not clean water.
Looking at it like he can reason with it. He's like,
I'm so angry and jealous that yours came in and mine did not.
It's got the so mine got delivered March 15th. What's today?
All right, so that was before we even ordered ours.
Okay, that makes sense. I feel like people panicked and then started buying them too.
Well, I wanted one long before the current predicament. So all I needed was that one excuse.
Well, I was
Okay,
gonna get one
toilet paper.
anyway.
Don't worry. Click.
I was holding off because I wanted to get the one that heats the water as
Yeah, I
well.
don't think it's worth it.
I don't know. The one that Jen has, it's super nice. Like warm water. It's the
It warms
Toto.
the whole seat.
Oh, those are expensive though.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
bucks.
$400. That's why we were
No,
waiting.
it wasn't that much. It was only like 200 and something.
No, it was 400, and then you found one for just about 300. The Toto Washmate. That's what it was.
Yeah, they make nice stuff apparently.
That one was super nice, but again, it was like $400 on Amazon, and I was like, all right, let's wait for like the tax return to come in. So
Let's
But I'd
wait for
rather a TV.
the toilet sale or the new model. Try and get rid of the old one.
right.
Maybe a used one will come in, refurbished.
That's so gross.
Yeah.
That's
So,
really disgusting.
Have you ever been to like a really nice hotel that has like the bidet next to the toilet?
mm-mm.
No, where are you staying? And why wasn't I invited?
Well, this was like an overnight thing when I was in the Marine Corps. It was
Wait, the Marines sprung
Out
for
of
that type
country?
of stuff?
they had like a contract with like a like fancy little boutique hotel type of thing. But it was one of those places that had like the toilet and the bidet was right next to it, and it had warm, like hot and cold, like going to it, so you could set the temperature and then turn the pressure up, type of thing, while you were on it. That's some
And
next rich people shit.
And there's tissues over there if you need them.
Accurate.
was it like England where you've got the separate hot and cold? You had to decide on your bidet. Uh,
No, it had the two handles, but like you
mixed them.
decided the mix, right? So it actually had three knobs. It had the hot side, the cold side, and then the pressure side.
Pressure?
Yeah. So you turn the pressure on like a little bit and then adjust your temperature with the other two knobs. And then when it feels like it's right, then you sit down and you turn the third knob and then it's psh.
All right. So we've been drying with toilet paper, right?
Yeah.
And that kind of not defeat the purpose, but I also don't just want individual butt towels hanging next to the thing either. But
No, you don't do that. No, it's just like but you only need like a little bit of toilet paper at the end though, because then you're just like a quick swipe with like, like 4 squares.
I thought about so all our towels are hanging in front of the toilet. Like I could just take my towel down and dry off.
No!
See, that's the thing with the Toto washlet is it has air dry as well.
Well, I
But,
can't afford that $400 rich people toilet. I barely.
That's what I'm saying. So you need like 4 squares though to just
All
like
right.
finish off.
Well, hold on. You say you can't afford the $400 rich people toilet, but think about it this way. Yes, you could because you would never buy toilet paper again.
I do like the sound of that.
I mean, I feel like you would still buy toilet paper, but it would be far, far less. Like if
Why
you're
would
using,
you? Why would
if
you?
you're-
You have the spray and dry.
Well, if you have to blow your nose while you're sitting on the toilet, you're gonna use toilet paper. So I still want it next to the toilet.
You just keep tissues next to the toilet now.
No, because they're behind you and you can't really see. I just use toilet paper.
No, you don't need even a toilet paper roll. You just keep tissues next to the
No,
toilet now.
because toilet paper is even stronger than tissues.
Yeah.
So if you
No,
want
they're
to
not.
like blow your nose and then do the twist thing and do the roto-rooter for
right
what
to
really,
get the nostril out. Yeah,
if you do that with regular tissue, it tears and leaves the
yeah.
And then you
That's
got,
not
like,
the move.
What?
nose dingleberries.
What
You don't do
kind
the
of
nose
tissues are
roto-rooter to
right?
get the
You can
boogies
spend
out?
more
How do you
money
get your
on
boogies
better
out?
quality tissues.
She got long nails, doesn't she?
Yeah.
No, I don't. Mine have all broken because we had to bring in a nice couch into our living room recently.
Oh.
Yeah, we got new leather couches.
So much nicer.
Yeah. We also ordered a new TV stand and a bigger TV because
What
we
do you
want to
got?
put.
Oh, wait. I didn't order the TV. I just wanted to see your reaction when I told you that I ordered the TV.
What is this fucking mind game bullshit that you got going on here?
But now that I know your reaction, I'm going to get a better TV because the 6 series is not as good as the 7 series or the 8 series, which would then up the price by about $100.
You're fired.
How big of a TV are we going here?
65-inch. We have a 55, which is going to go downstairs, and we're going to 65 for upstairs.
Is there still an 86-inch at the 6th floor stairs?
Dean, you've never been...
Probably.
No, at work, outside
At
the
work.
training area. They have had a box up there with an 86-inch smart TV in it for months.
Yeah.
It is as big as a wall.
It's just
Why?
fucking sitting there.
It has been sitting there for ages.
Let's
No,
go get
because
it.
I walked in one day and I passed a very young-looking kid and I said, "Hey, I just talked to the Admiral. He wants you to get this out to my truck right now." And he looked at me like, obviously this guy's kidding, but I don't know if I can call him out for it, because he's like twice my age. So he gave me like a real uncomfortable look. Like, obviously, when he looked at me, he knew I didn't talk to any admirals that day.
All right, so Dan, we're going to go in there tomorrow, and we're going to say, hey, we need to move this to another building. We're going to move it out to my truck, and we're going to go move it, and we're going to just take it off the yard and bring it home.
If you have a truck big enough, it is really going to stick out.
That's okay.
So, you know that like extra deck that we had in the backyard, the like sun deck that was next to the in-ground pool?
Maybe.
Well, we took that all apart and we just kind of stacked that stuff in the way back. But we didn't really have a plan for it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a bunch of pressure treated wood that was in pretty good condition. We put that up on Facebook Marketplace, and I want to say within 40 minutes, someone was like, "Yo, is this still available?" And we're like, "Yeah." And then 30 minutes after that, he showed up and took all of the wood in the back.
How much are you asking for it?
Nothing.
0.
We just wanted it gone.
What? Why would you just give away pressure treated wood?
Because we didn't need it.
Gone.
You hang it around for something.
No, we kept all the 4x4s. That's the real, like, what you really
the
need.
4x4s, I'm making planter boxes with it.
Yeah, we've got a 55-gallon drum that I need to cut in half.
Are you supposed to use pressure treated for planter boxes?
No,
For
you're supposed to use pressure treated for planter box bases,
Frames?
like the verticals. But like the actual boxes themselves, you're not supposed to use pressure treated at all because you don't want that in your veg.
Right. So the legs and stuff are made with the 4x4 that we have.
You got all the saws and everything you need?
Got all the what?
Saws and woodworking tools? Okay.
Yeah. I got a miter saw. We
Well,
still
how
have.
are we cutting the drum in half?
I got to get a cheap angle grinder.
And we got to figure out how to cut the top off.
Although I've got a jigsaw, I could do it with that. We don't need something else.
I've got a grinder and compressor and all that stuff.
Dude, did I tell you about the super awesome compressor that I got?
Oh my God.
The gigantic one that you're not going to be able to hook up?
No, it has regular hookups to it. I checked it today.
Yes, you did tell me about it.
Yeah, and it's got an 80-gallon tank. I think it's surreal.
So do you need to borrow an angle grinder?
Yeah, I would gladly be happy to borrow your angle grinder if that would be amenable to you.
An angle grinder and a line and all that stuff.
I've got a line.
6 feet away. Bring it to the end of the driveway. Drop it off. I'll drop your beer off.
Just put it in the mailbox.
We've been watching Letterkenny, and somebody posted a meme where they were like, go to the end of the laneway. Don't come up to the property.
Have you ever seen Letterkenny?
No.
You have to start watching it. It's
Oh my God. It's the best show. And it keeps
sorry.
getting better.
I am so many shows behind on. I've never seen Rick and Morty. I've never seen that.
Don't worry about
I watched one episode of Trailer Park Boy. No.
Don't worry about that.
What's the other one? Is that a show?
Trailer Park
Boys? Yeah.
All right, yeah, I saw one episode of that.
Don't worry about that.
I don't have time for all that.
No. Dean, do you have Hulu?
No.
All right, I'll give you my login. You have to watch Letterkenny.
What channel's it on?
Hulu.
Yeah, but doesn't Hulu have
Hulu.
NBC and CBS or something?
No,
Yeah.
Hulu. But
Hulu has NBC. Hulu has access to a couple of networks.
I thought one of the networks, like NBC, started Hulu with Fox or something.
Well,
Hulu
yes,
is
they
its
do
own
have
animal.
some of the network shows, which is also why we got rid of cable and we only have internet now.
Yeah. Which saved us a good $40 a month.
Yeah. And you also have better internet on your PlayStation since then, too.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Because it was the same speed that we had.
Apparently, the TV was just sapping some of the speed. Because I checked the download upload on the PS4 today, and it was like fucking... It was flexing nuts.
Hulu. Started by NBC Universal.
Really?
Yep.
I am shocked.
Now owned by the Walt Disney Company and splits it with Comcast. There were so many mergers, but right now it's 2/3 Walt Disney and 1/3 Comcast.
Well, that makes sense because...
That makes sense because Disney Plus was $10 more.
Yeah.
Well, it only cost me like $1 more because I had the Hulu without the commercials.
Fancy. All right.
Tell you what, though, it was totally worth it for The Mandalorian.
I didn't get to see that, but I really want to.
It's so good, bro.
Well, again, I'll give you my login and you can see that and Letterkenny.
Really?
Yeah, really.
We were thinking about dropping HBO because we picked it up with Amazon for Game of Thrones or Westworld or something. And we still got it because they keep almost putting out a show that's almost, we want to keep watching it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the shows we want to watch, like Westworld Season 3 just came out. Yeah. So I can't cancel it now. But they're going to come out with another almost good enough show in 3 months or whatever. And I'm going to be, holding on to it again. But I don't know.
That's how they get you.
Then, this is where we're straight. We'll get your HBO Go password because
it's on Amazon.
So, wait, I have Amazon Prime.
Wait, Westworld is on Amazon Prime?
No, HBO. We don't have an HBO Go. We pay for it through Amazon, and I don't think we get a separate password for. Does that make sense?
It's so complex.
I gotta look it up.
But I don't think I can look up. I don't think I can get the HBO Go app. I don't think I have any access to it.
I'll give you my Disney Plus account anyway. I'll have Dan give it to you. And then you can watch The Mandalorian.
And Letterkenny.
And Letterkenny.
On Hulu.
You gotta watch Letterkenny. Oh my God. I'm obsessed with it. It's literally the best show.
We are absolutely obsessed.
Probably ever. Honestly, it's...
Yeah.
And here's the thing. It keeps getting better. But
better than MASH.
There's drama, there's action, there's a little bit of romance, and there's always comedy. The comedy is the forerunner. But really, it touches on a lot of different things that you're like, oh my God, this is brilliant TV.
Yeah.
All right.
And the girls are gorgeous. And God, Shoresies.
Oh no. Hey Dan.
What's up?
I just disappeared.
What do you
It
mean you
happened to you too?
disappeared?
And now it's just you up there and not me.
See, I told you it happened to me too. Nobody
Oh,
fucking listened
dear.
when I said it.
I still have both of you, and I haven't had a single issue.
I have both of you, but like
Are you guys still there?
weird thing. Yes. God damn it. He got me again.
Oh, you disappeared. It's back to me. All right. I gotta go to bed for real.
Okay.
All right.
Sleep
We'll
well.
pick a hard hitting subject next time.
That sounds brilliant.
Sounds good.
All right. Bye guys.
Peace out.
Good night.
How do you end the call?
It's the red button.
There's no
The red one.
It's the red one.
Bye.
If you're gonna be one, be a big red one.
All right. Later. Peace. No, stay fresh, cheese bags.